You've got brains in your head, feet in your shoes. You're steering the way, you're the one who'll choose. You're on your own, but you've got what it takes. You decide your path, no matter the stakes. Attitude's the spark, the fire inside. A little thing, but it turns the tide. Don't be afraid, be the change you see. The world's in your hands, it's your destiny. Be that champion, play until it's right. Dreams can come true if you hold them tight. It's courage that leads, the heart that guides. Stand tall, don't fall, reach for the skies. Be that champion, the one who shines. Keep pushing forward, you'll cross the line. All your dreams are waiting for you. If you've got the courage, they'll all come through. Champions fall, but they rise again. Keep playing the game until you win. Attitude's the key, the difference you'll make. A little shift, it's the move you'll take. So don't hold back, be the change you need. You're on the path, let your spirit lead. Be that champion, play until it's right. Dreams can come true if you hold them tight. It's courage that leads, the heart that guides. Stand tall, don't fall, reach for the skies. Be that champion, the one who shines. Keep pushing forward, you'll cross the line. Oh, it's all within, the power's in you. You're the one who'll break on through. Steer your course wherever you go. The champion's heart is all you need to show. Be that champion, play until it's right. Dreams can come true if you hold them tight. It's courage that leads, the heart that guides. Stand tall, don't fall, reach for the skies. Be that champion, the one who shines. Keep pushing forward, you'll cross the line. Be that champion, play until it's right. Dreams can come true if you hold them tight. It's courage that leads, the heart that guides. Stand tall, don't fall, reach for the skies. Be that champion, the one who shines. Keep pushing forward, you'll cross the line. Be that champion, make your mark today. The world is yours, go and find your way. Be that champion, the one who leads. With courage and dreams, you'll plant the seeds. Be that champion, the one who shines. Keep pushing forward, you'll cross the line.
All right, welcome. Hopefully you can hear my
You've got
audio,
brains in your head, feet in
and
your
I hope you like that silly song. It was a little bit inspirational thing AI give me. I don't know. I thought it was nice to play that one, but I have sung end of the stream for you. Hopefully you like that one. A self-deprecation song about me. Hi Barb, hi Tom, hi Doug. What I meant, you are still in yesterday, mean that you're still day younger than us. Lucky you, Tom. Lucky, lucky dog, eh? They're younger. Um, all right. Hopefully my audio works, right? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have lined up good topic for us to talk about and have a look into it. Before we do that, as usual, this is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails team. I'd like to thank you, every one of you who's watching live or replay, found us in the internet. I really appreciate your time, even be it just second that you watched. That being said, thank you everyone who's made a great decision. Join us to part of No Limit Emails family. I really appreciate you guys, and please provide us the domain quick as possible, so we can deliver system quick as possible to you. Add your domain to the Cloudflare, send us your login details to the Cloudflare, and you can do this in two ways. One, just send us the login details that you registered. Two, if you're familiar with Cloudflare, just send us your API and just select or tell us the name of the domain you want to use, and that's it. And we will do the rest, and we will send you an email. And in this process, there is a couple of more important part that you just need to take a note. One, and if you are new to Cloudflare, make sure that your Cloudflare email, you verify that with them. So without verifying that email, obviously, will get a bit difficult. And also, at this period, if you have a two-way authentication on that Cloudflare account, ideal will be just switch it off a couple of days until we done the system, and you can switch back on. In this period, basically, why I'm saying that just switch off is only you going to know that we going to know, guys, and that's it. But beside that, is just they send you text. By the time you send that text to us, it expires, and we cannot get into the count, and it wastes time. And to just prevent that, that's the only reason. To prevent time wasting on basically Cloudflare expiry pin expiry times. We don't know how long they give, as you know. By the time you get that text and by the time you send it somewhere else, a few seconds pass and you put it in and it expires, and we face quite a few bits of issue with that kind of situation, and that's why I'm mentioning that. It's important that you be aware of that. And that being said, congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to working with you guys. There's quite a few who've joined, and that been a kind of really workflow from our end. Guys, take a couple of emails from us to send you email. Basically, if you find our email in your junk folder and anywhere else, just whitelist it so you can receive your login details and obviously just updates. And if you do find in your inbox that somebody's tried to pretend to be us also, please report that back to us, because we do not really send commercial emails. And tonight's stream actually very related to that exact same point of single list stuff, and I will explain through the stream. So that been a really goal of us, that never kind of email marketing stuff to people that joins no limit emails. That's always been a cornerstone for us. We haven't done it day one, and 3 years, 4 years later, we haven't done it, and I don't think we will ever do it. I think it's wrong. But obviously, we will explain. I will explain a little bit my own personal story about that side of things, and tonight's streams actually tie in really nicely to that. And one more kind of congratulations on order, as usual. Congratulations to all of you who got your accounts today, guys. I'm personally excited, and we are excited to help you and get your email running. And please, you already know where to reach us, and you already know basically previously told from us. And I'm so pleased that you guys are getting something exclusive and exquisite in your fingers. And of course, you can join anytime, be it private room, just make room, invite me or my partner. We can look things if there is an issue. But beside that, please do not also hesitate, join in the conversation, be it that when you catch us live on the YouTube, just like many of our family members in there, Tom, Doug, Barbara, and you can see really we are a community, as like just help each other and work together through the thicks and thins of stuff. So that's why I try to be a quick on those streams. I don't want to hold too long basically on live streams, guys. As you know, we have this spare rooms. Anyone want to guest with us when we are on stream, and when we are also off stream, that we're always live, guys. So that's why we don't keep live streams on in here on YouTube or on Facebook or another social media for that long, because we have network that's constantly live, and we're always live in that. And so hopefully those streams that we do on public platforms be kind of informative as well as uh, useful. The whole idea to show you the kind of really positive side of things, as well as the negative side of things, well as be kind of really like dealing with both side, and that's basically whole intention of my own kind of like goals with the streams. So because obviously we are the kind of building the stuff inside, and then we are using it as outsiders, so it's kind of myself is kind of pretty good. You could say no limit emails made me become a the kind of lab rat. But anyhow, so that's kind of like role I try to play with my best ability, and my goal is in here as not a teacher, just learning stuff and sharing what I'm learning, and I hope learn more from you guys, and as I always am, as the things kind of we've seen it and experienced last few months is just been absolutely insane value for myself, the learning point of view, and also that learning point, it gives me really more opportunities to refine and retune the tools that we are using, and is actually helping. And obviously all this upgrades and stuff that we are doing in system is kind of byproduct of really all the stuff that we all doing, and that has been amazing, evolving every day for better, and that's it. So that's the let's push forward. All right, so tonight's topic, I'm sure, almost apply to all of us in the internet, and I'm 100% certain that it's applied to all of us, especially if you had email list. If you haven't, obviously you need to get started. And, if you started 5 years ago, even now, normally the normal ways you will still have this problem, and which is we will kind of highlight, depict, and decipher and look solution for it, right? So let's get cracking. Um, as a marketer, really, is your list stuck in one niche? If you analyze lots of the marketers that I personally know over the years, and we all have this problem, we all stuck really with one niche lists, and it's very difficult to make that list work for everything else because it's just in one place. There is not much flexibility with it, where we gathered few hundred people or few thousand people or even hundreds of thousands of people on a list, but really it's just one niche base, especially when it comes to the make money online, on digital marketing, you name it, but generally ties to just make money online or make quick money or make money this way. They not Those lists are not designed with flexibility in mind. Evan bought a car today. Can I tomorrow sell another car to Evan? Is he gonna buy? Type scenario we all get into, and that's what really the lists are pushing us. And I personally experienced this myself, and I always looked for the solution and for really not be able to have a multiple niches type of lists, multi lists instead of just one list. But also, even if I have a one list, have a flexibility that I can make that list to become a multi niche list by surveying that list for different things. So essentially, lots of us stuck out there. Basically, we don't have a either tools to do it, or really kind of nobody else is there, kind of even showing and highlighting this problem, uh, because mainly people are basically cost cutting for the wrong things, and that was one of one of those people is myself. So as myself, I personally been, if you don't know me, that's fine. It's not about me, but it's about the experience I had. I can tell you, last few years I've been in part of the marketing chat groups. There is almost every single time that we met, somebody will come up with the story, says my account is suspended, my account's shut down. I'm sure if you are into those marketing groups, all you have to do is just literally go and even Facebook chat or Facebook search thing, you stick in and say my email, my uh, email marketing list count has been suspended or my email list is being closed down, and you will see literally thousands of people around the world have the exact same issue, have the exact same problem, have the exact same companies doing that to them, which is really brought us to build no limit emails. And then, obviously, no limit emails, the initial idea of no limit emails didn't really happen by virtue of not knowing nothing. By knowing lots of these problems existed and including myself experiencing them, and really like kind of when your business is closed, you need a solution, and otherwise you can't really keep relying on basically the other guys. And that's what happened with me, and I'm sure hundreds of thousands of people out there, really marketers, they are stuck in that zone and they kind of really don't know there's solutions out there because literally they don't know, and because nobody told them, and they are in this single track lane type of thing, and I was like that for ages. I'll tell you a really true story. Before the get response kind of launched, I was using another tool. They were going to launch get response. I had an invite to kind of be a group of people testing a get response and stuff way back. And before they go, they basically looked at the next guy, what they doing. They just basically did the exact same similar thing. And later on, I'll see another one launch, very similar thing. Later on, I'll see another one launch that's gone very similar thing, just kind of tiny tweaks. Then till it came point really when people like Eventbrites and all that guys kind of came about, and then email marketing start kind of becoming a little bit more interesting. Even beginning, literally, you look at all the other email clients out there. Uh, didn't have the possibility that literally you can kind of dig into the data when you already got data. So it was just like single line that you cannot change out, and this is the kind of my own kind of really experience with those kind of tools that I tried over a period of time. Obviously, things got evolved till you come to the point that really, I think it's about really late 90s, like 92, 93, 94, and we saw really kind of huge shift, massive shift on data collection and data centered kind of basically tools and products. And email is always been one of those tools that works almost flawlessly, and also those basically setup that they provided, let's say a company provided the setup, they well know, I personally believe this to be kind of known fact, they know that it's not really that difficult to add extra features to the tools unless they just totally made closed kind of one-time burn code that they cannot change anything. But I personally knew that side of it as a kind of, let's say, amateur developer, and like to kind of look into the code of the stuff and see why is it really this limiting this. Uh, they limit everything basically that you want to do. Uh, has a good function that can basically do the email send and collect, but then beside that you stuck, and you stuck basically with one single line of really communication, and there is millions of things you want to kind of offer to the world, but you have this list based on this niche you cannot really flexibly do. and lose money in the end, really lose subscribers and all sort of things happening anyways, like especially in my own kind of experience with these tools. So I hope my background gives at least like tiny seed of credibility what I'm talking in here. I don't want to really waste your time, and I hope that if you are obviously email marketer, you know what I'm talking. If you are not, and you go and start, and you will face this, and don't face it. You don't need to, and it's a lot cheaper actually not to. And we didn't have this kind of solutions really to use. If there was a solution for us to, like, do we need to really build chat gpt, guys? No, this already exists working, we don't need to build it. But do we need a new email builder? No, we didn't really need a new email builder, but we needed to build a new functions into the email builder. And that's the situation. Those companies, I think they were just basically neither had the will to actually help the people because just they were happy what's going on. They didn't care that you wanted more things. Really, they didn't care about us wanting more things. As more things you want, okay, open more accounts. Like open more accounts is mean more money for them. And then obviously even if you open more accounts, that means like if they shut one account, they will close all of your accounts. And that's kind of was a huge problem for me, and this was keep happening and occurring to me myself. And that's basically where we got going. And so a little bit of kind of story, a true story actually. Doug can kind of verify this and all that. Being part of this kind of marketing chat groups over the years, honestly, I just like ear. I just listen because I didn't have any active stuff in the IM space at all myself for a very long time. But I was doing stuff for other people, like behind the scene. And conversation on those chats is always kind of really, based on marketing and stuff, and as well as kind of development side stuff, what comes out and who's launching what, and what's working and all that kind of stuff. But this again is really like a kind of core. Uh, what I'm going to show you in here for a minute. Just first thing I want to show you. Hopefully, will open up. This is nothing to do with this website, but I like to show you guys. So we're going to look first of all to just this product launch site, and so we can kind of see what I'm talking about. So in here we have this obviously calendar launch for all these products going out, right? So come on, leave Montreal alone. So in here, every one of this person you see on this list has the exact same problem we're talking about. Every one of those people. But this is just one. But literally, this is just people that launching stuff. But as a marketers, there is a million of us out there. We have exact same problem, and these people basically they stuck with one list, guys. So this lists, let's say, uh, pick any one of them. Let's pick Eben Pagan. I mean, you guys, well, kind of. This guy is kind of pretty genius. Anyway, so let's pick Evan Pagan. Evan Pagan is basically, as you guys know, literally has the exact same problem, same as like everyone else in this list, including myself. When I launched the kind of no limit emails, myself is in that list. So I would face exactly the same problems everyone in here, and then that problem is literally having a single niche based kind of list and not having a tool that we can find a different stuff inside this people, the list that kind of we got, and we're not analyzing it, we're not researching them, we're not really doing anything else, but we're just bombarding them with next product launch, be it not our product, but now everybody else's product launch. And that's when really kind of we differ as a product, well as having a client lists, and we don't do that. We never done that. I really don't. I don't want to really ever anybody do that. And to kind of talk about it, actually have the setup and past time passed and not do it as evidence. I hope kind of like whoever's watching this video or watching our conversation here and understand. So I have to change, guys. I have to get out of this box. So we have to have a system that yes, we can get one list, but from that one list, it becomes a better work that you could create really, really good, sensible connection list and a business list. Because buyer is a business list. You got to create a business with buyers. You don't keep selling stuff to the buyers. That's the things like every one of those lists end up doing because they really do not have the other option. And the other option is there is more money in the list. How do you really get it out? How do you really find that next best connection in the list? How do you really kind of provide a really, really business value to the list instead of just jargon of next launch, next launch, next launch? Launches are okay, great to build the list, but really then the work start. And obviously this, I've kind of been there myself. I'm sure if you are launching products, you are very similar kind of in a situation. So what I'm saying in here is kind of hits us really very heavy, and is also cost us dearly, and is really expensive not to have other options. So to just go ahead and show you the new way that why I really like what we got, what kind of setup that really remedy this issue. So literally, we could get everybody's in here and manage every list, and then every other list they have in one dashboard. So imagine that. So the system that we have, everybody in the world can have literally unlimited amount of lists, and this is what basically it look like. And once more, I don't really want the no limit email to be the pitch in here, but I want to show you. You can do this by yourself, by the way. If you are technical, go ahead. Everything we use is open source. You can install it and do it yourself. But if you want to save time and hassle and money and have actually group people, choose and come work with us, and we'll help you. And that's it basically. So in here, why did I personally build this tool? I built this tool because I was exactly in that kind of facing the exact same issue, and as well as worst issue. And having multiple count with one company when they shut you down, they shut all of your accounts down, guys, is literally like, is like really you're receiving like, hundreds of kind of punches in your gut, and you say, hang on, what's going on in here? Why did it do this to me? And it's literally for years it's bothered me, and for years I've been looking to remedy that problem for ourselves, and especially for my for myself and my partner. And going back a few years, looking this issue, and also looking the marketplace, everyone launching. But as you can see in here, it's not lack of a products, not lack of product launches, guys, not lack of solution providers. But really, if you look at it, uh, themselves have this other problem. They solve the problem of launching that you can get in the market, no problem. But really, they're not solving the real problem where they could make more money. For example, if you look any of these guys in here, they launch multiple products and they have multiple lists, including, for example, Russell Brunson is back on again selling, right? Launching. So you can see this. This is like common thread and common practice for the product creators to go this way. Because the steps are this, and then currently is this available. And unfortunately, Slowly, everyone is waking up. You need to go your way. You need to go create your stuff. You need to go do your own thing, and list becomes a problem. They cannot import from list from A guy to the B guy to work with. They cannot do this and the other. And this is the exact same issues I personally face every day. And so we decided we need to do something really interesting for ourselves. And if it worked, we will release and we will make it available. Everybody can have it actually to just solve that problem. So to solve this problem, it was essentially multi-list management. And multi-list management is needed and none of these tools provides. And here, as you can see in my own dash, I have lots of lists in here. So we talking this. And none of those guys have multiple lists like this in one place that they could manage. So they will have multiple accounts set up for multiple different products, and obviously they costs. And also multiple different products they set up, they all in same niche. They have people in this list, but because list is tied to this niche, anything else they offer to that niche, it just flops. It really doesn't work because they haven't got system that you can get into that list, kind of survey well, separate well, and make a specific communication with each individual in that list. And if you haven't got that, this is what happens. Unfortunately, all of us in that kind of pool of basically like a boiling pot, a frog scenario or lobster scenario. Everybody tried to jump out, and I want to jump out, guys, and I did, and this is what we got. So imagine I have all those creators and their lists, and I can get in basically re-segment this list, split it to the from one, whatever number you want, that kind of situation that you can split this. And every time you split level, you get more and more basically data of that person. And even if you just got the email, you got no name, this time you still can get a little bit more data, could get reach out, basically get the emails, find out what is this emails coming from through the social. You find their real name and all that kind of stuff. So we used to collect just emails, no name, and now games change. Everyone want personalization. You have to kind of declare who it is you're talking. If you don't know their name, they instantly kind of put your put your email to the spam, the other ISPs and all that. But generally, is now it's time change. You can get almost every bits of detail, and is not in kind of excuse anymore. Is not lack of tool anymore. It's just lack of basically putting time into tool and work to the list. That's the whole idea of really demissing. But as you know, with this kind of system that we have, you can automate all and let it do it really on the automation, so it makes it easier. So I have also uploaded quite a lot of lists in here. Really, before I was stuck with a company with one list, and this list, let's say I had 20,000 people. I sold yesterday to this 20,000 people, I sold them a, let's say, video course, somebody teaching how to cut your nails. But, and then the next day, I'm selling this list once more, another course, this time, I don't know, how to groom your dog, right? I'm expecting everybody in there is going to kind of keep buying off me. And over the period of time, I keep doing this kind of things, and my list really deteriorate almost to kind of like become a dead corpus. It doesn't make anything happen, and that's the big problem. That's the big problem. That's big issue, not just for myself. I think every company out there who use a tools that they cannot do anything else further down with the list, and this is what big issue a lot of companies face, and even the governments face. So like segmenting stuff, essentially, as you know, it comes very natural. Very olden times, they would put a bunch of people on the grain table. I don't know if you guys know that story. And a bunch of people will look through the uh, grain rice and pick all the stones off because the rice was for kind of like food. They didn't want to chew the stones. And this over the period of time, things improved. And now I think things are improved for lots of us. And unfortunately, lots of people, they don't kind of adapt and change that quick to the new stuff that's happening, especially when it comes to the email stuff. Some new guys try to do something for themselves, uh, and it works and becomes a thing. And this is one of those things that we are doing. If can solve our own issues, I really believe it can solve many other people's issues. That's why we put in all the efforts and to build this and do this kind of stuff. So multi-list, put your list to the work, and let's put my list to the work so you can do the same. I have multiple lists in here, guys, and let's send them an email, make them happy. But again, once more, these are not my client lists, guys. I'm not sending this email to the people that I sold my services to. I'm sending the people to just say, hey, I'm here, this guy doing this. Could you visit my page or have a look at this? So last we making it this kind of round of certificate emails going out, guys. So we having some good enough reactions happening to them, and we will do send one more. And this is once again, now you see multiple list management. On this list in here is I send it an email. Now I can look to this, read and separate them, put them another segment that, and the further down I can research this. Let's say I have this still active and going, and then let's say I'm starting with this, I can tag this guys and now do a little research on them and separate them, put them in different lists. On the single list management stuff, you can't do this, and this is a big issue, a big money wasting opportunity for us, and especially when you have this many lists. On this list, I can do the same, all of them as you can see. But what you see in here is really all pure cold email outreach, guys. There is nothing, there's not much of a targeting in here. It's just brutal cold lists. They all lists, guys, and some of them multiple lists attached to them. So let's go ahead and do one that I kind of like to send again, and this time we will go back a few days. So let's have a look at this one here. So I have free tool and my LinkedIn. So this is the email. Alright, so we have social proof, we have video, we have myself as a cartoon. Let's edit this. So a couple of things we got, just remember in here I want to just put a plus because I did send, this is mean that I sent more than one, and then obviously when I start sending more I'll put kind of like 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that. So we have this segment, but I don't want to send this email to the same people, and I'm just going to take that off. But this time I'm going to add the new segments. I upload them today, is day 246. Let me see if I can find it. Day 246. Can we find it? Yes. And same day 247. These are 2 brand new lists I uploaded today, and then we will send this email to them. And one more thing I just want to say, save on a hosting cost, focus on growing what matters, and that's basically not bad. Let's say focus on what matters. I think just I'm gonna take that saving the course of focus on what matters today. Now, oh, something like this with a question mark. to just change my subject line. That's it. Save, and we hit send. So we have about 112K, and we will send this out. So the target in here is really to see what the reaction we get. That's the only thing in here. Our goal in here is to just get more eyeballs to see this email, nothing more. That is, we're not expecting anything to happen, because just cold outreach and saying, hey, I'm this guy, we doing this. And this is initiation, literally initial stuff. And then the good stuff comes from the people that reacted, that I can now start resegmenting this to smaller bits and do a little bit research on them, and then actually make an email and send them more personalized, in-depth, after done research, if that person is really kind of going to be my client. For example, is it really fit for what we are offering? We will do research first and then reach out. And that's the whole kind of idea of cold outreach. Cold outreach generate the initiation of signal. Is somebody interested or not? Did they actually look into that specific subject line? So we know that subject line, if they click it, we know they have some interest and we have some meaning behind that subject line, and we just get that interest. And after that, we conduct really research and see which people is really amongst all that fits to the kind of, let's say, perfect client scenario, or you become the perfect customer too. So some of the people we're going to research, not necessarily sometimes we have to find to just sell to them. Sometimes we also got to do the reverse research. Is it they got something that can help me as well? So that's really in mindset that we also need to be in when we are researching these people. First, we're looking, okay, I want to sell something to them, but let's also reverse it. What is it they have to sell to me that I can buy their trust almost instantly? If I buy stuff from them, guess what? And most likely, if you're selling something, they will buy it off you. And especially what you're selling and you already bought something from them. So that's another really easy way of, let's say, trust, what do you call it? Trust jacking kind of stuff. But that's the whole idea, whole purpose of multi-purpose list usage, multi-purpose user segmenting, and then obviously research and the money-making side of it becomes elements of the next part. And obviously it depends how much you put it in and how much you research in individual as a client, or as you can buy something off them to better the situation that you in, because we are buyers and sellers of each other's things. So there's no no trick, there's no secrets about this. So sometimes we forget we just don't have to sell, and we are just there to tell and show that side, but and also the research part. All right, I think we got audio back. Okay, I have a little bit internet drops as I'm sending email. I hope this conversation kind of led a good spot to end the stream. Please come join us on one of the live room. We can talk on this matter more and more and play around with new stuff that comes up. And I also got some goodies to share with you guys tonight, and I will share it in the other room. So you guys can look some new AI tools that I found them useful, and hopefully you will enjoy them too. And come join that and get yourself a copy of that file too. Take care, everyone, and I will speak to you all once more tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's make your list work for you. Not just one way, but as you can see, guys, multiple ways. Take care. Happy sending once more. Let's join us on the other side, guys.